Yeah, 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 yeah. You're now tuned into the one and only place where you can get what's needed on your plate, along with what's going on in your hood. Candy Lady's gonna keep you up to date with events going on round your way. What's really good? SC by Black locally, keep them dollars circulating in your own community. It's the SCBBL show. You're now tuned into the SCBBL show. Rock on. Rock on.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the SCBBL show. We are in season 3, episode 11. And I am super excited today because episode 11 is extremely special because we have 2 community organizations that are partnering up together to come to you in your living rooms and bring you information to help your businesses in this holiday season and beyond. But especially in the holidays, we know how much we're ready to spend money on the people that we care about. But what better way to do it and be, supportive both of your families as well as local community when we are in it together, supporting our local businesses that are extremely important to the economy locally. And, it's just things that we all care about. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Raquel Padgett, and she is here on behalf of both Lowcountry Local First and Good Enterprises. Welcome, Raquel. How are you?
Welcome. How are you, Candace?
I am doing good. Thank you so much once again for being a part of the show today. We know that Jordan Amaker was also supposed to be here, but she's under the weather. So thank you for still coming on and just coming to share with everybody what you have going on.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. So let's get started by just giving a brief introduction to everyone about who Raquel is and some of the things that you have going on.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Okay. Yeah, you can do it more than I
can. Okay, well, I'm Raquel Padgett, and I've been a local entrepreneur here in the Charleston area for a very long time. My background has also been in media and marketing and some radio, dabbling in a little bit of TV as well, and on the speaking circuit too. I love being a business owner, and through my love of being a business owner, I migrated from that whole marketing and PR arena early on into business development, and started helping small and minority businesses, specifically African-American businesses. That led me to working with some of the municipalities around here and also doing some work throughout South Carolina and a little bit beyond. I love Black businesses because I have a couple. And I'm concerned about the state of Black businesses and really want more Black businesses to launch. So during the course of my career and kind of culminating last year, I always thought, and I had asked the municipalities and some other organizations here to think about doing or starting a business academy or an entrepreneurship school to help local business owners and those that have a great idea that want to be business owners, help them learn how to run a successful business. So that type of work is a lot of work and requires a lot, which, I believe, hey, costs money. So the municipalities really did not dig into it. Of course, they have like Ruth Jordan, who's with the city of Charleston, who's wonderful over there with the Minority Business Office, or Daryl over at Charleston County, who does a wonderful job over there with certifications and helping minority businesses there too. But still yet a training program was not in place. So
right.
my boyfriend and I have a company, Lockwood Outdoor Advertising. And by the way, we are the only Black outdoor advertising company in the state of South Carolina that we found.
That is huge.
It's huge. And I'm going to do a shameless plug. Look at our ad in the city paper today that just came out in the city paper today. But we joined Lowcountry Local first because we thought it would be a good way to network with some of those 500 members that we saw that they had. And we thought it was a better option than the chambers because it really focused on local business owners and what they were doing and what they were about and helping local business owners be successful. We wanted a piece of that pie and be included, So we joined, and the first local social, this was before COVID, in 2019, in the spring, I met Jamie Haley, the executive director of Lowcountry Local First, and we talked the entire social about good enterprises and that she had developed this program and that it was going to teach, underserved communities and people of color that needed the information about how to run a successful business. And I left that social and I told Rodney, my boyfriend, I'm going to do something crazy. We're really busy. I'm running my business. I'm helping you run yours. There's other businesses that, I'm involved with. I'm coaching and consulting and doing all this crazy stuff, but I really feel like I need to do this.
Yes.
And so that was in April. By May 20th, I was sitting on the job at Lowcountry Local First.
Wow, that is amazing. Thank you so much for your service. I feel the same way. I think that's why I admire Lowcountry Local First, and the feeling is mutual because we have a lot of organizations that tend to focus on local businesses that are well established. They can afford extremely expensive advertising, and that's where everybody goes. But what about the special businesses that you meet at vending opportunities or at the farmer's market, and you're really looking to find those people again? And if you lose that business card, or if you didn't get the phone number when you were out there, chances are highly likely that you're not going to find them again. And that's how South Carolina Buy Black Locally developed. I was going to tons of events, getting stacks of business cards, and God forbid I lost one of them. If I did a Google search, like, oh, who's that person who had the pina colada shea butter or whatever, you were not going to find that. And it was just extremely daunting and sad that, if it wasn't on Facebook or if it wasn't on Instagram, and even if it's on there, you still cannot find these people sometimes because keywords are missing or not good enough business descriptions of what all they offer. Little things that we don't think about besides providing the products.
Yes. It's those little things that I talk to the entrepreneurs about when I'm teaching the Community Business Academy, which is kind of the entryway into good enterprises. And so, we tell the students, you need to have a real business email. Your domain name needs to be something related to your business so that people are Googling, looking for what you have to offer. And even if they don't necessarily know about your business or what you do, by the name of your business, maybe you'll come up in that search. There's a lot, and you're right. It's the little things sometimes that go a long way that you do in business to help your business grow.
Yes, ma'am. So when it comes down to the outdoor advertising, could you tell, like we see these things, but a lot of times we see them and it's like, we might think that, oh, it's super expensive, or am I big enough to be on a billboard somewhere? Is there enough billboards? Could you kind of like talk about some of those myths or things that you probably thought about yourself before you got into the business with your boyfriend on developing this for people who did advertisement?
Well, because of my marketing and advertising background, because I used to do radio sales and promotions in a past life, I can say this. When I am consulting or coaching a business, and even in class with my students who have current businesses that are making sales already, I have found this to be true throughout my career. Most small businesses, and specifically African-American owned businesses, we will open but not set aside marketing dollars.
Correct.
So when you don't set aside marketing dollars and put it to work on behalf of your business, people are not going to know that you're there, or that you even exist. They're not going to know where to find you. And that is the number one hurdle to get over. Why go into business and people don't know where you are? So being prepared and having enough startup cash when you start is the key. And so I tell everybody, if you do not have enough startup cash to cover 6 to 8 months of you going into business, and maybe even a year, which would cover your fixed expenses specifically, then you need to keep your job. And even if you need to go somewhere and get a loan or get some funding from somewhere, when you keep your job serves your paycheck from your job can serve as the cash flow that a lender is looking for to lend you the money.
Yep.
So then you start. And then when your business is generating enough cash flow to support your business and your personal expenses and those that you may hire, then you step off. But be sure that when you do, you've got marketing dollars in place for things like, billboard advertising, if you wanted to do that, or, radio spots, or buying Facebook ads and promoting through social media, doing memberships like with Lowcountry Local First, like we did. You want to be able to have networking platforms and meet other business owners and do business to business with them. So it's important that you join organizations like Lowcountry Local First. You need a good marketing mix. So I can't say specifically buy the billboard. You never should just depend on one thing. It's like how they say you need multiple streams of income. You need multiple streams of marketing and advertising.
Definitely. Yeah. And then like for small businesses, like you said, who are focused on, producing and have not even thought about setting aside marketing dollars.
Yes.
The same way that you say, set aside, working capital or capital for about 6 to 8 months to a year. What would a marketing budget even look like? Like, what's a good starter budget for a brand new business? Like, what does that look like?
Well, when I consult with business owners, and then, looking at what my students are doing with their homework and in all those marketing pieces that we help them put together, that's a part of the homework that becomes a part of their business plan. So it really depends on industry and the business, and it depends on is the competition, is your market flooded with competition as well? There are several factors. There's not a one budget amount that I can give you for marketing. It may be that a business can get away with doing some guerrilla marketing or some grassroots marketing and promotions instead of spending money on a billboard or radio advertising. It really depends on what industry that you're in. So if I were to open up a bakery, then, I want people to know where my bakery is. You would need a bigger budget because you've got a brick and mortar. You got to pay for all of that.
Yeah.
All of those expenses and pay yourself. And that's where most small businesses fall short, is they neglect to do projections on the business that include paying themselves. So
Yes.
that's what I see all the time. However, there's no magic number. It does depend on the business. Like me, I'm a business consultant. I can meet you anywhere. We can be online just like you and are online right now. That's what I'm doing right now anyway, because of COVID, I'm not really meeting anybody. But my expenses are not like the bakers. I can do this out of my home. I'm here right now in my bedroom.
Yep.
So the expenses are different. So my marketing will be very different. Nobody's coming to see me in a brick and mortar. So I'm more so marketing maybe on Facebook, or maybe I'm doing a print ad somewhere. Definitely on a billboard if it's in my budget.
Right.
Because right now, everybody's interested in starting a business.
Yeah.
And so I just want to plug Lowcountry Local First into this again. If you need to look at what it means to buy local and how important local business ownership and local business owners are, especially right now in this COVID environment, then we have this great buy local month going on from November 1st through December 31st. And it's all about ensuring that people are not always going to big box and purchasing. They're not always going to all of these chains and franchises and purchasing, because then our local dollars are not staying here. So that's what Buy Local Month is all about. And then during this time of year, we know there's a lot of shops, there's a lot of pop-ups, there's a lot of mom and pops that need us, the local folks, to patronize them so that they stay in business. So I invite you, everyone, to take a pledge to spend at least 10% during the next month on local businesses. If you do that, then you are doing something magnificent. What am I trying to say? Fabulous. I can't get that word out. I've been on video like all day. My tongue is tired. You're doing something fabulous for local businesses. And that's what we need right now. A lot of times people want to just sit at home and order off of Amazon. And that's not what you need to do. And I can say a whole lot of what's going on with Amazon right now and how big of a monopoly I think they are, but you're doing a disservice to your community when you're ordering off of Amazon. I would like to really encourage everyone to try to find what you're looking for within a local business.
Yes.
And be sure that they are a local business. With LLF, to be a member, you have to be headquartered in the Charleston area that we serve in the Lowcountry. And you also need to live here. Your corporate office can't be outside of here to be a member. And I love that about our organization, because we're that serious about local businesses. So vote for mom and pop. That's our promotion. And if Jordan was here, she would be talking about this. So the election was just over. And before it was over, we have these wonderful yard signs that says, vote for mom and pop. And it was, a traffic stopper, because it was kind of in the midst of, here you see Lindsey Graham, Jamie Harrison, Ben Poe, Cunningham, vote for mom and pop. Yeah, what is that? So we plaster them everywhere. You can even go to the website and order a yard sign even now and donate $20 to $50 maybe. And we give you the yard sign, put it in your yard, and that money goes to helping local businesses make it through this COVID environment and helping us do the work that we need to do to help the local businesses survive right now.
That
But make the pledge. You can go online, make the pledge. All you have to do is leave your name and your email address and make that pledge.
I could not agree with you more about buying locally. And at the bottom of the screen on the banner, you'll see the website buylocalchs.com, where you get more information about the Buy Local season. And like she said, it started since November 1st and it goes all the way through November 31st. So that's inclusive of your Black Friday weekend. That's inclusive of your Cyber Monday. Any holiday that's going on, we should be like really pushing. You know how we used to see back in the day where Christmas was coming up and everybody was shopping downtown at the local, stores like that. I mean, we're in a new age now where we can shop online and you will get it from your local post office or UPS or FedEx. However, businesses can ship items out to your house.
Yes.
You don't have to go to the store. You can still go to their websites and shop with them. And some of them deliver like next day, depending on your address and where you're coming from. So it's a big thing that we need to really get into our mind. It's all about muscle memory, about, getting back into like really wanting to develop your communities again. I think sometimes we lose sight of it for convenience purposes or for cost purposes, but at the end of the day, if you know how much it took for local businesses to succeed and remain open in midst of a pandemic, the heart, that you have for where you live would really pour out if you go back and really patronize your local community businesses.
Yes. So I want to say something about that you'll find when you go to the Buy Local website that you're going to see. And it's for every dollar spent with a local business, 3 times more of that dollar recirculates back into our community than if spent at a national chain. Yes. When those dollars recirculate, it's going into roads, it's going into schools, it's going into infrastructure and everything that makes our community great. So, be very careful about that and be conscious about it when you're thinking, when you're holiday shopping. And, there's some things that I have found that I typically go to Walmart and buy or somewhere else that I'm seeing now that local businesses have. So, it's important that you do that. I just, believe that if enough of us do this, then we're going to help each other make it.
Yes.
I hate us right now with businesses going out of business. And I know it's due to COVID. King Street looks totally different right now to me. I've been here since 95 and I'm one of those people that, I want to walk up and down King Street at least once a week. And right now it just looks so different to me and it's changing. However, those shops there, like you said, call them and see if you can get what you want online and hang, just totally do away with Amazon.
Yeah.
They
don't need your money.
Yeah. But just for 1 month, can you do without Amazon and just try this?
Yeah. And if you make a conscious effort, like what I do personally is I found a place where I like that soap. So I shop with that local business for the soap. I found a place where I like that shea butter. So I shop with that business to get that shea butter. I found a place where I like my desserts. So I go there and make sure I get my desserts from that business. Like make a conscious effort of, I found this business that will service me in this area. And I'm going to make sure that I spend or stock up on my soaps and stock up on whatever the items are that you're looking for or services are that you're looking for. Make a conscious effort to find a local business and, try to make sure that you're spending, like she said, 7 to 10% of your income with your local communities.
Yes, please do. It's just that important.
And one of the things I love about Lowcountry Local First as well is that you will also find sprinkles of SCBBL throughout the campaign of them trying to help really drive businesses to Black businesses in the community. So you'll see sprinkles of SCBBL listings on the Instagram. So make sure that you're following Lowcountry Local First on both Instagram and Facebook, because it's all about collaboration. People talk about competition all the time, Raquel, and I'm like, there's no time for competition because it's so much work to do in the community that you can think that you're in competition, but you're not, because it's a ton of work that still yet has to be done, and not just one person or one organization can handle the demand. It's just a lot of things that we still have to get across.
There is more than enough to go around. And sometimes this comes up with my students worrying about the competition, and especially worrying about, a business that's been in business years before them. But, I always say this: people who do business with who they like. Make them like you. Make them like you. And then it's nothing wrong with shopping your competition and seeing what they have, and then figuring out, what can I do better? How can I make mine different? What is it that's going to attract that same customer into my place of business? And I have the opportunity to win them over, and it can be done. But you've got to do, this is what I call the big R word in class. This is the big R word: research. Take the time to do the research, to do your business justice. A lot of people are lazy about research, but you're going to pay for it later and wish you had if you don't do it.
Oh, yeah. So as we wrap up, Raquel, tell us a little bit more about Good Enterprises, and are there any prerequisites? Is there a deadline to sign up to be a part of the spring class? And anything else that you think is of importance for someone who's seriously thinking about taking the training program coming up in the spring?
All right. So we have information sessions going on right now, through all the way through the beginning of February for the fall, not the fall, we're coming out of the fall, the spring session coming up, or semester. We are teaching 2 classes in English and our first Spanish class.
Wow.
This spring. So we've got 3 classes going on. You have to attend an information session in order to apply to the program. The information session's usually about 40 minutes. We go through a PowerPoint presentation about what the program is all about. Like I said earlier, the Community Business Academy is 12 weeks. That is your entryway into the Good Enterprises program. So during those 12 weeks, we're teaching you everything that we have to teach you about how to become a successful business owner. The curriculum is financial heavy because that's one of the places that we know where businesses fail and go out of business. So we're going to be teaching you about cash flow. What is break even? How to price your product or service, which is, I love pricing. Who's your target market? Who's your target market? We're going to make sure that you leave there. If you don't already have your business plan written, we're going to make sure you start off with your executive summary, the lessons, the way the lessons are built, and the homework. By the time you finish all of that, you have about 70% of your business plan done, 70 to 80%, because you will take those components that are a part of the homework and fit them right into a business plan template. So once you graduate from the Community Business Academy, you go into business acceleration services. And this is where there's more workshops and seminars, and you get a one-on-one business coach. Some of our business coaches own national businesses, but they're local.
Wow.
But their businesses started here and have gone national. So you get paired up with one of those. And for the next 90 days, you leave the Community Business Academy with a 90-day action plan that carries over to you and your coach, accomplishing what you need to accomplish for the next 90 days. We don't leave you there either. So there's a resource center that has plenty of materials and videos and all kinds of stuff in it about everything about running a business and setting up your business. Then we're starting a new program called Credit to Capital, where if you need to address your personal credit and your business credit, those can be addressed there because you need both. You know, when you start a business, your personal credit is your business credit. And then when you start that business, we'll be talking about, you know, how to establish that business credit. There's a lot of things you can do there. But then if you need lending, we have a list of banks and community lenders that are ready to help our students. So we need to get you packaged up to get in front of them to make it happen. So those are some of the things that happens. You never, ever leave good enterprises during the life of your business. As long as you are in business, you can always fall back on us. And then at the end of the Community Business Academy, we give all of our students a membership to Lowcountry Local First.
Wow.
Yes. And we're about to graduate 30 entrepreneurs on December 5th. We're having our graduation on Facebook Live. And so we did 2 classes for the first time this semester. And girl, I am tired.
I can imagine.
But they were wonderful, awesome students. And I'm so proud of them. And so I invite everybody, you know, on December 5th. I think our graduation starts at 1 p.m. So I'll make sure and get an invitation to you. Maybe you can share it with your audience to watch our graduation ceremony on Facebook Live. So it's going to be wonderful.
I'm so excited, like just sitting here listening about the success stories. You said 30 students?
30.
Wow. Yeah. That's major. Locally, you know, helping flourish the market, helping make sure that businesses are established. I've been saying for a long time, I have not seen any one place you can go. I made a post earlier just to get the conversation started about name like just one organization where you can go and find everything that you would need to be confident that your business is set up the right way. So yeah. I am very excited to share this video with the businesses on SCBBL, as well as it'll be on Facebook. It's on Facebook now. It's also on YouTube. And let's just push this video. Make sure that if you're watching, that you're sharing this, because local businesses need to see that there are organizations locally that will help you confidently set up your business foundations. It's so important for sustainability in our business community.
Yes, it is. And, you know, like you said, what you're doing is so important right now. I don't like what I see about the statistics about Black businesses that are going out of business because of COVID. And so I shared in our staff meeting on Tuesday what the national statistic is about Black business ownership. So there are 22.2 million businesses, small businesses in the United States. Mm-hmm. Out of that 22.2 million, only 4.3% are Black owned businesses.
Yeah.
Only 4.3. And so what I know and what you know is this. Mm-hmm. Every Black business isn't registered in the first place.
That's right. Yep.
And some of our businesses, you know, can be side hustles and not really a registered business. So we want to make sure that businesses become very legitimate. So then when your business grows, if you have the type of business where you can compete and even up to the federal level of getting contracts and awards there, or from some of the other corporations that send out RFPs or requests for proposals, you can bid and compete there. So you just don't want to stop at, you know, where you are and get comfortable. You want to be able to keep going and increase your revenue stream. So those are the things that are important right now for Black business owners.
Definitely. Raquel, thank you so much for this wealth of information. Y'all be sure to follow her business as well, the Peacock Company. And I'm sure if you go to her Facebook page, it'll be on there where you can click on it and find out more about the consulting that she does, just listening to 30 businesses going through this program. And imagine having to do that just for your business, but as on top of all that, coaching other businesses, that is huge. So we really appreciate all of your energy that you're putting out there, coming on the show, sharing your information about the program, as well as representing for Lowcountry Local First. Be sure to like their page and follow them on both Instagram and Facebook. But be sure to take advantage of all resources that's available to you so that you can make sure you're setting up sustainable businesses. When it comes down to legacy building and leaving things back for your kids, you don't want to leave them a piece of a headache and more of a burden. You want to leave them something that is going to pour back into the family for generations.
Yes.
So it has been a pleasure, Raquel. Make sure that you guys share this video with as many business owners as you know. Remember to buy local this holiday season and beyond, all year round. Find a business that you like to get certain things from, and just make a mental list of this is where you're going to get these items from, and continue to just help build up and support locally. All right.
Thank you, Candace.
Not a problem. Thank you so much for being our guest, Raquel. It's your girl, Candace, and Raquel Padgett signing off for South Carolina Buy Black Locally, Lowcountry Local First, Good Enterprises, the Peacock Company.
Lockwood Outdoor Advertising.
Lockwood. Yes. So you guys take advantage, advertise, and peace and blessings to all of you. We will see you guys next time. Peace.
SCBBL show. Rock on. Rock.